Dan, I want to ask you about your last fight against Elias Theodora. Obviously, you're normally pretty cool, calm and collected in the lead up to fights, but there was a little bit of heat there. Was it a bit more of a harder pill to swallow losing against a guy who came at you with that sort of attitude?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I feel I got outmaneuvered.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the game. Yeah, that's like I say. I got outmaneuvered. I was probably a little bit more emotional than I should have been.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you learn from that. Even though I'm 40, you're still learning from things, and this is a big stage, and it's a big promotional kind of thing. And yeah, I got outmaneuvered. I mean, I don't think I lost the fight, but I got outmaneuvered. Put it that way.
And Jake Mathews fighting in this card, he's got a tough opponent. You train with him a lot. How do you think Jake is going to go in this contest?
Jake lets his hands go. The Chinese guy's going to sleep. He is on fire. Jake, I can't wait. I mean, we train together a couple of times a week.
Yeah.
Every week. We have done for years. And he feels fit, strong, sharp, ready to go. If he believes, the sky's the limit for that kid.
What do you predict for that fight? Do you think it's going to be a war?
No, I think Jake knocks him out.
You reckon
I
he
think
knocks
Jake
him out
knocks
early?
him around. Yeah, round 1 or 2.
Okay.
He's hitting so hard, so hard. My ears ring after some of the sessions. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait. And that last fight for Jake was a real coming out party for him, because he had to deal with a few situations that he hasn't had to deal with for a while, and has lost it, like a guillotine and also back control, and he got out of both those positions and still won. So you'll see Jack Mathews firing on all cylinders.
And obviously, he's come up in weight class. He came up to welterweight in his last fight. Do you think that is the difference nowadays? He's obviously got a bit older, put on a little bit more size, and it's going to help him going forward.
Absolutely, and it means he can train harder.
Yeah.
In the past, getting closer to the fight, because he's so drawn out, he not struggled to train. He did the training, but it was much harder. Now he enjoys it, and because he's at his proper weight. You've seen how big he is this week. He's comfortable at that weight, so he'll be able to stay there. And he's only 23, so he's got another 10 or 12 years to develop in that weight division. So he's fine. He's good to go. I can't wait to see him fight.
You've been an Olympian judoka, fought in the UFC. What's a career highlight for Daniel Kelly?
There's a few. Sydney Olympics, walking out.
Yeah.
My best result was in Athens, finishing top 8. Being able to share the Olympic experience with my son in 2012. And then obviously I've had some big wins in the UFC. Beating Rashad Evans was good. That come from behind victory against Antonio Carlos Jr. in Brisbane was really good. And also the fight against Chris Camozzi in Rod Laver. That was awesome as well, because I was a little bit bleeding there, a few small cuts, and so that was really good.
And with coming from a judo background, would you recommend young fighters to get into judo, or these days with wrestling obviously being the predominant and jiu-jitsu, do you think that's more important these days, or do you still encourage young people to get into judo for a later career in MMA?
It definitely has its part. Unfortunately, the current IJF judo rules don't allow any leg grabs. So that's a problem. Judo still has its place, definitely, especially in a clinch, dirty boxing. It goes hand in hand with tie clinching and linking into upper body throws and trips and things like that. So it definitely has its place. I think freestyle wrestling is a little bit more obsolete than it was now. I mean, shooting from range, everyone's got a good sprawl now.
Yeah.
So I definitely recommend having a good sprawl and doing judo. I still recommend it. And also there's a ground element as well. I mean, my basis even on the ground is from judo. I mean, I'm BJJ black belt now, and I've been doing BJJ for 13 years. But it was all based around what I learned in judo over the years.
And obviously disappointing that Whittaker's not on the card. What do you make of this card, and what other fights other than Mathews are you really looking forward to this weekend?
The whole main card I'm really looking forward to, and also I want to see if Alex can get to 4-0, because he's on fire. He's on an awesome run. Always fun to watch Damian Brown. Always interested to see Rob Wilkinson and Israel and see how that goes, because that's an interesting match. And then, I mean, Ty's always exciting, Mark's always exciting, Tyson's really well-rounded, always exciting to watch. So, and the whole card's great. Well, I've heard in the media, it's not a great card. This card's going to be awesome. There won't be any boring fights at all. It can't be with those guys. They can't help but be exciting.
I absolutely agree with you. Like for the Australian market, some of these guys, it's just awesome to see how far we've come in such a short amount of time. You know, years ago there'd be 1 or 2 Aussies on a card, now the whole card is stacked. So it's awesome to see. And yeah, one I want to get your take on is the Israel versus Rob Wilkinson fight. There's a lot of hype on Israel Adesanya. He's a glory kickboxer, and then probably his biggest test with Wilkinson being a bit of a grappler himself. How do you see that fight going in particular?
I'm more interested than anything because I'm not really sure. Because Stu Dare, who Israel just beat, comes and trains with us a little bit up from Tasmania, and Rob's a better grappler than Stu was, and Stu managed to take Israel down a couple of times. And Israel's stand-up is fantastic, and obviously he will have made a lot of adjustments to stop Rob from taking him down. That's going to be purely a game of who can impose what they want to do. Can Rob press him against the cage, put him on his back and drain him enough, or is Israel going to be able to create the space and throw those high kicks, punches? I mean, they're both very different, but that's a really exciting fight, and I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm very excited, very, very excited to see.
And the future for you, anyone in particular you'd like to fight? And you mentioned before when you're keen to get back in there. When was that?
April, May.
April, May.
I just want to get matched.
Yeah.
Just want to get matched.
Anybody?
Yeah, anybody. There's 4 or 5 guys who we've made a short list of, like who've lost their last fight, haven't fought for a little while, but just waiting for Mick to give me a fight. And they're doing a lot of booking at the moment.